Hello, my name is Jackson Storr, and you are watching my final APES project on mushrooms and fungi. We are currently out here in the Pacific Northwest wilderness trying to find the most rare and valuable mushrooms for you guys today. We are currently walking through Fort Ward Park. We have since not found any mushrooms yet, but don't worry, we will. Just in case we don't find any mushrooms, I've prepared a long list of very important facts and benefits that come from mushrooms and fungi that relate to number 12 and 13 on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Okay, we are at our first checkpoint for today's mushroom search. We're going to an extensive and very thorough exploration of this grassland here to find the most rare mushrooms in this area. But you gotta start off with our first fact. There are over 144,000 different species of fungi throughout the entire world that are described to science. They can come in forms of mold, yeast, rust, and mushrooms. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to explain the actual meat of this project on this voiceover because it was really hard to do it out in the field trying to explore for some mushrooms. But before talking about the actual benefits of fungi and mushrooms, I'm just going to give you a very quick rundown of some fungi history. So basically, the oldest confirmed mushroom fossil dates back about 460 million years ago, and the first fungi fossil dates back another 400 million years ago, the first one being roughly about 800 million years ago. So the reason mushrooms and plants and animals are all vastly different is because, say, plants use photosynthesis, animals use internal digestion, while fungi digest their food externally. So, pretty interesting. Yeah, very cool. And basically, what a mushroom is it's the reproductive body for some types of fungi. It stores the microspores underneath the cap, and the spores can either get blown away by wind or relocated by other means, such as animal feeding.
So this is my boy Lang. He's a man. He's helping me find these shrooms today. Mushrooms. We currently have not found a single one yet, but like, don't worry, we're gonna find one for this man. Hopefully this looks good.
We're gonna find it.
There's only dandelions here so far. Is this even the stop?
Alright, so just to quickly get through the waste management benefits of mushrooms, I found two studies, one done over at the University of Washington and one done at Yale University. So the study done at the University of Washington used oyster mushrooms and found the mycelium produces enzymes that break down hydrocarbon bonds from hydrocarbons that only contain carbon and hydrogen compounds. This ability can be deployed to break down contaminants such as petroleum or diesel, and the mycelium turns the broken down hydrocarbon bonds into carbohydrates that can be used for food. So this can get rid of pollution on a small scale and could possibly be used on a larger scale to fix contaminated soil from large oil spills. And for the second study done at Yale University, they use Pestaloteospis microspora, which can be found in the Amazon rainforest and has been found to be capable of surviving solely off consuming plastics. So one of the biggest modern issues currently is how to deal with plastic waste and plastic products. And this fungi has proven valuable for consuming the polyurethane within plastics, and it converts it into organic material. So this can also be applied with the absence of oxygen, meaning it can survive at the bottom of landfills, break down plastics, and be a possible candidate for cleaning up many landfills.
Alright, welcome back. We're at our second location out of 3 today. We are currently super duper deep in the forest. As you can see, a lot of big trees, a lot of big action. This should be some big old mushrooms here, but we're currently running dry. Haven't found a single mushroom. Hopes are not down. Our aspirations are at an all-time high. We're gonna find a mushroom for you today.
Alright, so I'm going to talk about how mushrooms can be a sustainable food. Alright, so I'm just going to be honest. Being vegan or vegetarian would suck. I mean, having to eat plants 24/7, that would really suck. So finding delicious alternatives to meat can be very challenging. And basically, CO2 emissions with meat, it's not looking good for meat eaters. Basically, according to the American Mushroom Institute, mushrooms only produce 0.5 kilogram of CO2 per every pound of consumption. Well, for comparison, chicken emits about 3.1 kilograms, broccoli emitting 0.9 kilograms, and this makes mushrooms a pretty good alternative food source, not to mention it's also sustainable. Okay, so for my third and final part about mushrooms is how it can be used medicinally. So back in 1928, the first ever mass-produced antibiotic was penicillin, which was created from a fungus. And so now I did my research on a more modern topic of cancer, and turkey tail mushrooms have been found to be vital pieces in stopping or slowing cancer for many patients with gastric, breast, colon, and lung cancer. Though it will probably not completely replace anti-cancer drugs, it has been proven to be very effective and promising for many people.
All right, I'm sorry we couldn't find a single mushroom in this ginormous park. You've been here for hours, but I guarantee you with this third spot, we're gonna find some mushrooms. All right, we're at our third and final location here. We're surely gonna find some mushrooms. It's our local Safeway. I'm sure there's mushrooms in here, and we're gonna show them to you today. I'm super excited. Thank you. Some mushrooms. Let's go and buy it. Alright, we found the local wild urban mushrooms. These portobello mushrooms are delicious. Let's go and buy them. Alright, so here, come over here, come closer. As you can see here, there's written proof that we have our mushrooms right there. You can see mushroom, pretty organic, wild looking to me.
Give me to this.
Okay, alright. So, as you can see here, we have written proof of our mushrooms. Right there, if you zoom in, right here. Organic mushrooms, right there. This is our second attempt at this, so you can see there's mushrooms. This is where all the spores go of the mushrooms that go and reproduce. Looks pretty delicious. All right, thank you for watching this expedition.